Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine. Today here I am to explain your first assignment of class 3 English. Before you start your assignment, you must do numbering in your copy. Writing should be neat and clean. Don't forget to give one finger gap. All these steps must follow before starting your assignment. Now question number 1 is read the chapter The Restaurant thoroughly. This is your book Oxford Reading Circle 2nd edition class 3rd ORC. This is your English A book. Students, here is first chapter The Restaurant, page number 9. Amna lived with her parents in a small apartment building on a busy street close to the center of the town. Her mother and father worked hard at their jobs, and Amna worked hard at school. During the weekends, Amna's parents had a lot to do. On Saturdays, one of them took Amna to the library and then to her gymnastic class, while the other went shopping for food. Then they would do the household chores, speak to relatives on the telephone, and spend a long time preparing food. Amna's mother liked to make lots of curry and divide it up into portions so that she could heat up the food quickly. Every night after work, her father liked food, but he could only cook one recipe. Dad's vegetable surprise. He made it for Sunday lunch every week. While they cook, Amna liked to read. Every weekday morning, Amna and her parents left the apartment together and walked down the stairs to the street. Amna would say goodbye to her parents and go down the street to her bus stop. She carried her books and her lunchbox of leftover food from the day before in a big backpack. Her parents walked up the road together and went in opposite directions. At the end of the street, her father usually caught the bus and sometimes took a taxi, but her mother always walked. Late in the evening, once everyone was home, her parents would rush around to get everything ready for the next day, while cooking rice and reheating that day's portion of curry. While they ate, they would talk about their day. Amna's parent always asks, "What happened at school today?" They like to hear all about it. Then they would talk about their day. Dad often had a funny story to tell about his journey to work, and Mom always laughed and said, "Oh dear, you should just walk to work and save yourself all that bother." Mom and Dad always told Amna about what they had eaten for lunch. Dad often went to a restaurant. "Today I had such a wonderful vegetable soup with a soft warm bread roll. It was delicious." Mom ate in the canteen at work. Sometimes she did not like the food. "Today we had Mexican beans and tortillas. They were terrible. I wish I had taken a packed lunch." On other days, she would talk happily about the meal she had eaten. "The roti and the raita that I ate today were delicious. The roti melted away in my mouth." One day, Amna suddenly said, "I have the same lunch every day, the same dinner most days, and I have never been to a proper restaurant." "We should take you to a restaurant," Dad said. "Which one do you like to go?" asked Mom. Amna shrugged her shoulders. Her dad had an idea. "I will bring home some menus next week, and you can choose a restaurant to go to next Saturday." On Friday night, the family read through the menus. One restaurant served food from all over the world. Its menu had pictures of famous landmarks on the front. Amna chose that one and her parents explained all the different dishes to her. They talked excitedly about the big plates full of delicious food that Amna would be able to try. Amna did not eat much dinner that night because she was too excited. She read the menu before she went to bed. I can't decide whether to have British fish and chips or the French chicken, she said to her mum. Her mum laughed and joked, maybe you can have one of each thing on the menu. During the night, Amna had a dream. She walked into the restaurant with her parents and sat at a table covered in a smart white cloth. There was a big tray in front of her and a team of waiters started putting food on it. Amna began to eat. First she tried some delicious Chinese dumplings and then some spicy Italian meatballs. Amna was happily enjoying the food, but the waiters continued to bring her more and more dishes, each one piled high with amazing meals. Amna's mouth was full, her stomach was full, and she wanted to stop eating, but the waiters kept bringing more and more food. Her parents, the restaurant owner, and her head teacher were all standing around the table saying, "Eat up, don't waste the food." And the food kept piling up, and Amna had to keep eating. Her stomach had swollen up like a balloon. It was starting to hurt. "No more, please, no more," she shouted. Suddenly, Amna woke up. Her bed covers were twisted around her and her hands were over her mouth. Her mother came into her room. "Come on, get ready. We have a lot to do before your special treat. I need your help." "Mum, my stomach hurts," said Amna. "You are probably hungry," replied Mum. "Think of all the lovely things you can have at lunchtime." Amna groaned quickly and started to get ready. She ate a tiny breakfast and tried not to think about her dream as she helped her parents with the chores. By lunchtime, she was very hungry and was still a bit worried. At the restaurant, she looked at all the strange surrounding names of exotic dishes and listened to her parents talking about what they might have. Her parents seemed very happy and Amna did not want to run it for them. Then she saw something and smiled. When the waiter came to take orders, Amna's father ordered a Moroccan stew and her mother chose the Russian specialty. "And for you, madam?" asked the waiter. Amna said, "I'd my favorite rice and curry, please." Her parents looked surprised and then laughed. "Excellent choice, madam," said the waiter. Students, I have already read the chapter for you. Now I am giving you a short summary and a quick review of the chapter. This chapter is about a little girl Amna and her parents. Amna worked hard at school and her parents both do jobs. As her mother was a working lady, so her father helped her mother on weekends. Her mother made curry for all week and divided into portions so that it could save time on weekdays. They made calls to relatives and shopping for food and did a lot of other work. Amna went to library and gymnastic class on weekends with one of them, while other was also busy with household chores. Her father made a vegetable surprise on every Sunday, and when they cook, Amna liked to read. Amna took homemade lunch in her lunchbox on weekdays, but her mother and father took lunch from canteen or restaurant. Amna thought that I must have lunch like my parents from outside. She got bored with the same curry and rice. She don't realize that it is healthy for her. Once she demanded with her parents to take her restaurant. They both agreed. She slept in excitement for next day restaurant treat. But she has a nightmare. She dreamed very bad about the restaurant service and waiters. So she was very afraid to go there. But when she go there, she found the restaurant environment very calm and very safe. She feel very good when waiter come to take her order. So she ordered the same curry and rice because it was her favorite. Her parents looked surprised and then laughed. Excellent choice, madam, said the waiter. Students, I have already defined the chapter, but you have to read the chapter The Restaurant thoroughly. Now question number 2 is do one page writing of chapter The Restaurant. Students, I have defined you the chapter The Restaurant, but you need to read the chapter thoroughly. Now coming to question number 2, do one page writing of chapter The Restaurant. Before you start your writing, you have to make a beautiful and colorful title page of month of June. And again, after month of June, you have to make the title page of the chapter The Restaurant. The title page includes the chapter name, chapter number and book page number of that chapter. After making the title page of month of June and the chapter restaurant, then you start your writing. Students, when you do writing, you must remember that first letter should be capital and it ends up at full stop. It means the sentence start from a capital letter and sentence end up at full stop. Your writing should be neat and clean and don't forget to give one finger gap in each word. Now moving to question number 3, dictation words. Word number 1 is rich. R-I-C-H, rich. Rich Urdu meaning is Amir. Word number 2 is busy. B-U-S-Y, busy. Busy Urdu meaning is Masroof. Word number 3 is journey. J-O-U-R-N-E-Y, journey. Journey Urdu meaning is suffer. Word number 4 is chips. C-H-I-P-S, chips. Chips Urdu meaning is किसी भी चीज़ को काट कर, चॉप कर या तोड़ कर हिस्सों में करने को चिप्स कहते हैं. किसी भी चीज़ के टुकड़ों को चिप्स कहा जाता है. वर्ड नंबर 5 इज सरप्राइज. S-U-R-P-R-I-S-E, सरप्राइज. सरप्राइज उर्दू मीनिंग इज हैरत. वर्ड नंबर 6 इज लाइब्रेरी. L-I-B-R-A-R-Y, लाइब्रेरी. लाइब्रेरी उर्दू मीनिंग इज कुतुब खाना, जहाँ बहुत सारी किताबें होती हैं. अ प्लेस विद सो मैनी बुक्स ऑन एवरी टॉपिक. Now moving to question number 4, word sentences. Word number 1 is rich. R-I-C-H, rich. Rich Urdu meaning is Amir. The sentence for rich is he is a rich businessman. Ali is a rich boy. She is a rich girl. Word number 2 is never. Never उर्दू मीनिंग is कभी नहीं. Ali never go to America. Sarah never go to England. We will never play with them. Word number 3 is busy. B-U-S-Y busy. Busy उर्दू मीनिंग is मसरूफ. The sentence for busy is Sarah is busy in her studies. Ali is busy in playing. Mother is busy in cooking food. Now word number 4 is parents. Parents उर्दू मीनिंग is वालदैन. The sentence for parents is My parents don't allow me to go outside for playing. My parents are strict about my studies. Her parents love her so much. Sarah's parents are strict about her lies. Word number 5 is happily. Happily. Happily उर्दू मीनिंग is खुशी से. The sentence for happily is My mother allow me to go on picnic happily. I happily give her permission to use my books. Students, now moving to English B section. English B section includes all grammar work. This is your English B book, The Grammar Tree, 2nd edition, book 3. But this work is from syllabus. This is syllabus work of month of June. Now I am going to read question number 1, which is write forms of verb. Number 1 is go. Go first form is go. Second is went. Third is gone. Go मतलब जाना. Went मतलब गया. Gone मतलब जा चुका था या जा चुका है. Second word is come. Come उर्दू meaning is आना. The first form of come is come. Second form is came. Third form is come. Come, came, come. आना, आया, आ चुका है. Word number 1 is go. Go means जाना. Word number 2 is come. Come उर्दू meaning is आना. Word number 3 is eat. Eat means खाना. Word number 4 is drink. Drink means पीना. Word number 5 is buy. Buy means खरीदना. Now moving to question number 2, which is words opposites. अल्फाज मुतज़ाद. Word number 1 is day. D-A-Y, day. Day उर्दू मीनिंग is दिन. Word number 2 is forward. F-O-R-W-A-R-D, forward. Forward उर्दू मीनिंग is आगे की तरफ या सामने की तरफ. Word number 3 is come. C-O-M-E, come. Come उर्दू मीनिंग is आना. Word number 4 is today. T-O-D-A-Y, today. Today उर्दू मीनिंग is आज. Word number 5 is brave. B-R-A-V-E, brave. Brave उर्दू मीनिंग is बहादुर. Now moving to question number 3, singular, plural. Word number 1 is potato. P-O-T-A-T-O, potato. Potato उर्दू मीनिंग is आलू. Word number 2 is box. B-O-X, box. Box उर्दू मीनिंग is डब्बा. Word number 3 is mango. M-A-N-G-O, mango. Mango Urdu meaning is aam. Word number 4 is hero. H-E-R-O, hero. Hero Urdu meaning is kabile. Now moving to question number 3, singular, plural. These are singular. You have to write the plural of them. Word number 1 is potato. P-O-T-A-T-O, potato. Potato Urdu meaning is aloo. Word number 2 is box. B-O-X, box. Box Urdu meaning is dabba. Word number 3 is mango. M-A-N-G-O, mango. Mango Urdu meaning is aam. Word number 4 is hero. H-E-R-O, hero. Hero Urdu meaning is hero. Word number 5 is tomato. T-O-M-A-T-O, tomato. Tomato Urdu meaning is tomato. Now moving to question number 4, which is write opposite genders. Word number 1 is king. K-I-N-G, king. King Urdu meaning is Badshah. Word number 2 is uncle. U-N-C-L-E, uncle. Uncle Urdu meaning is chachu ya mamu. Word number 3 is son. S-O-N, son. Son Urdu meaning is beta. Word number 4 is prince. P-R-I-N-C-E, prince. Prince Urdu meaning is Shehzada. Word number 5 is actor. A-C-T-O-R, actor. Actor Urdu meaning is adakar. I am giving you one example of each question word so that you can solve them easily. Question number 1, write forms of verb. Word number 1 is go. Go. Second form is went. Third form is gone. Go, went, gone. Now moving to question number 2, words opposites. Word number 1 is day. Day opposite is night. N-I-G-H-T, night. Now question number 3, singular, plural. Word number 1 is potato. So plural will be potatoes. P-O-T-A-T-O-E-S, potatoes. Word number 4 is opposite genders. Word number 1 is king. K-I-N-G, king. Opposite gender will be queen. Q-U-E-E-N, queen. Students, I have defined you the whole assignment. But if you have any confusion or problem, you can contact me on WhatsApp. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.